So single family is the basic, basic cookie cutter type of deal that will teach you a lot of things of real estate. And even if you are failing in one or two, or that deal was not great, you're not going to lose your shirt, right? But multifamily is not like that. Multifamily is just one deal went right. You don't have to work, and if it doesn't go right, I mean, you'll lose everything, whatever you have, right? So going into 78 unit was quite challenging for us. The best part was that, that deal was, I mean, we analyzed it and we skinned the cat, many different ways. And
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with Pramod Singh, who's based outside of Chicago, and he is a real estate investor who is transitioning to be full-time, which is very exciting. So thank you so much for being here.
thank you.
You've been able to scale to, a lot of doors really quickly. Let's talk about kind of that impetus of how you got interested in real estate and what made you want to pursue it.
Yeah, thank you. Great question. So basically, when I came to US about 10 years, I was a full-time W2 employee, and then it was like, running on a treadmill. And I was always thinking it's such a beautiful country, but I don't have time to enjoy this place. So what can I do so that I don't have to work as much, and I get some time, redeem some time out for myself and my family. And that's when I started researching about what are the good avenues, because I always heard that US is a land of opportunities, right, and a great place for the entrepreneurs. And this was something I always wanted to be. I never liked the corporate job, so I started researching and doing my going to different types of meetups and people in the same trade. And then happened to be a couple of good friends who basically helped me learn a little bit about the real estate, and then I started doing it.
Wow. Nice. So you just like hopped right in.
Yes.
That's amazing. How did that feel when can you think back to your first deal? What did that feel like to actually go for it?
Yeah, I still remember. I know one day I was, going to my office, and I would always imagine that 8 a.m. in the morning I used to see all the cars and people are busy rushing to their offices. And I would think that when this rut will end. I mean, I was visualizing myself that I'm going to see my property and not to work for somebody else. And then that was the day when I bought my first. Property, and I was going to see that. And it was a great feeling that I thought that one day it'll be just the real estate and no more work for somebody else. And that first property that I bought, actually I bought it out of my credit card because I didn't have any money. But it was pretty exciting, a little scary because I didn't know what I was going to do, what was going to happen.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Actually, it turned out good. I made, some money on the first deal. It was a wholesale deal.
Nice.
So then I realized that it has potential. All I have to do is I have to learn more. And that's
Right.
when I started networking with other people to see how I can learn it better so that, I don't be, it won't be a risky deal. I mean, that was actually a luck that, I made some money. I would have lost all.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people lose on their first deal. I would even say most people. So that's awesome that you're able to do that right away. It definitely keeps you motivated. And I would love for you to kind of continue on that thought of, mentorship and networking and how that's really helped you learn this skill set.
Yep, absolutely. So then I realized that it's not about real estate itself. It is about the numbers, right? You need to have your numbers right, and you need to be very conservative with your numbers, because whatever number you put on your paper and you think that it's a great deal, but something unforeseen will happen. And it has happened with me for all my deals. I mean, hardly any deal I remember that was so straightforward that, it was like, autopilot. Every property comes with challenge, but as long as you know, right, how to handle those challenges, that's when you start realizing that, your network is your net worth, right? And you need to be very consistent and do not compromise on your basics, right? Like, if you are excited and you are being emotional and taking some decision on your emotion rather than the factual numbers, I mean, there are chances that, you will incur into some issues, or there will be some mistakes that will become expensive later on.
Of course.
So I started realizing it after second or third deal, and I had a partner of mine who helped me initially learn the business, and he helped me analyze the deals, right? And after that, there were great opportunities in the back door itself. And I think it's true for most part of US where you live. You don't have to look far out. So basically, I try to go not more than 30 miles from where I live, and I find great opportunities, right? You have to be a little patient.
Right. No, I think that's a really good thing to bring up, that I think a lot of people, especially when they're getting started in real estate, want to just jump in right away. And I think patience is really important for getting a good deal. Rushing it is probably one of the worst things you can do.
Right, right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, it really helps also that you're looking at property right near you. So you know the
Yes.
area really well. Can you talk about how important that is to kind of know the ins and outs of where you're investing?
So this is very important, especially for the newbies or the people who are not full time into real estate. So they will have very limited time. And I would always recommend that your property where you are investing, first analyze that area very, very well. Go a couple of times and see what's going on in that area. Are there new constructions, new development happening, and is this area, I mean, changing? That you need to really figure it out. And then after that, start slow. Don't just, because there are 10 houses, don't just buy all 10, and then later on think that it will be, I mean, this area is upcoming. Give some time, give some seasonality, and then if you are starting it, like me, I was just starting with very little money. So I was very, very uh, dependent on the hard money lenders initially, because I didn't want to borrow from my friends and families or even for the private money.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
The hard money loans were designed for investors like us, and with the very conservative numbers. These numbers were at one point I started feeling that similar type of houses I'm doing. So just keep repeating yourself and work with a similar type of lender who will not require much after 2 or 3 deals from you, and then things will become more smoother. And then you'll really know after 3 or 4 deals, you'll really know that this area, how is the rental market, how is the flip market, things like that. And then you can expand a little more if you really want to just expand a little faster. For me, that was not the choice, because I still have a W2 job that I have to spend few hours here and there. uh, but now we have gone out of not the state, but we have gone almost 2.5 or 3 hours drive. It's about
Oh,
120 miles from the place where I live, and we acquired a 78 unit apartment buildings.
wow. That's amazing. And how, I mean, transitioning from single family homes to a multi like that, and that's a lot of units. What
Yes.
mindset shifts or what are different strategies that you have to now use in this new property?
So single family is the basic, basic cookie cutter type of deal that will teach you a lot of things of real estate. And even if you are failing in one or two, or that deal was not great, you're not going to lose your shirt, right? But multifamily is not like that. Multifamily is just one deal went right. You don't have to work, and if it doesn't go right, I mean, you'll lose everything, whatever you have, right? So going into 78 unit was quite challenging for us. The best part was that that deal was, I mean, we analyzed it and we skinned the cat, many different ways, and we realized that we have to just work hard. There are challenges that we need to overcome, but we will not be losing any money on this deal, even if we don't make great money out of it. So with that mindset, I mean, we had very little skin in the game because it was 100% seller finance deal,
Nice.
and we had good sort of contractor crews, and we had experience, and I worked with my partner, and my partner is doing this real estate business for almost 30-35 years, and he owns about 50-60 doors. So it was a very calculated risk that we at that point we thought that we are ready for this.
Amazing. Well, that, I mean, that's, yeah, that's a very impressive next step. So as you're like going about this and you're navigating multifamily, what have been some issues that have kind of popped up that, you've learned from?
Wow, everything.
Yeah.
Because what we did was this apartment that we acquired. It was not cash flowing, and then there were tenants who were not paying. So we didn't just we acquired something and right away started bleeding money, but we also had to evict a lot of tenants, and then from there we had to rehab, because there were so many deferred maintenance that the owner who sold the units to us, he didn't do any maintenance. So those some most of the units were unhabitable also. So we had to reposition almost all the units. And then after that, city was really, I mean, city helped actually. They wanted the area to improve, and that's when they were a little flexible with us. And we told them that we are going to do things right and in a very a right way. We are not here to do some shortcuts and don't work as per the code. So we did everything. We comply with city. We comply with their building regulations, their rental regulations, and everything. It took us good 1 year to reposition most of the units, and then now we are 70% occupied, back on our feet, and we started cash flowing those.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, that must have been stressful in the beginning. How'd you keep going with that? I feel like a lot of people would kind of crumble.
Yes, exactly. That's where you just just figure out what is the problem and how you're going to every morning is a new morning, and then the problem you had yesterday may not be as relevant today.
Right.
And that was the mindset for me. I was the one who was running, managing, and renting. Initially the management was not good, so we had to find another management company to take over. And then it was about 2.5 or 3 hours drive from my place, but I used to go almost every week, at least twice. And I had three reliable contractor crews. They were living there and they were working day in day out, right, 24/7, and not 24/7 but at least 7 days a week, 8-10 hours work. That's why we were able to went through all 78 units, and we repositioned them all, and they all got approved by city, and we started renting them. So it was quite overwhelming. It taught us lot of uh, you know uh, a lot of multifamily investment tricks, and also gave us a lot of experience. Now we exactly know that whatever mistakes we did in this one, we're not going to repeat that in our next one.
Yeah, amazing. And, you're juggling all of this. What are some of your time management skills? Because I feel like you're doing a really good job of scaling up your real estate while also maintaining this full-time job.
But yeah, absolutely. I mean, thankfully, my job is, is not very, very demanding, but at times, I mean, there are days when you have a lot of, work pressure, and you have to manage somehow, right? I mean, and you have no one, you cannot, complain this to anybody, right? It is just you have to figure it out. So you have to hire people who are really good at it. You have to rely on them, and then you have to give them this responsibility, right? And you just have to manage them, right? That's the main thing. Otherwise, if you start doing everything by yourself, you will be burned out, completely. So yeah, I mean, yeah, there are so many things that had, I we had to do. Oh my God, it was like 78 units is not a cake-off walk. It is quite a humongous task. And especially when none of these units are producing any rent, you are bleeding money like profusely. So it was the time management, money management, right, and the project management, everything was there.
Yeah, and how important is it for you to, like, outsource some work? Like, good property managers, good contractors, all of that?
Yeah, it is very important, but the most important part is that you need to find those people,
Yeah.
because not every property manager or a contractor or a crew would be as reliable or per your expectation. And something where I see that, if the team doesn't have the urgency of time, you are going to lose a lot of money. Whatever is important for you may not be important for them, right? I mean, they may have a different perspective altogether. Like, I mean, we used to have a lot of conflicts with our managers. But then you have to work with them, and you have to keep fine tuning, keep educating, or educate yourself, to take over some of the loads, and somehow you have to be there. And I'm right. We are trying to be at least 90% occupied, and then I have next set of goals, for next year. So some strategies we may have to change, but right now I think it is much better than the last year.
Totally. Yeah. You get a little bit better each year. I think that's,
Yes.
how it
Yes.
goes for sure. And so what's next for you and your business? I mean, it seems like you're definitely on an upward trajectory.
Yes, absolutely. So my goal is to My goal is to, so I do everything. I have single family rentals, I have Airbnbs, and I have these multifamily. So we are going to expand a little more, maybe another couple units every few months, and then at a point when I think that the cash flow is it's so much that you can rely on this consistently, and then after that my next goal would be to fine tune it and optimize it so that you don't have to work as much to protect your asset and run your business. It can be run by any normal, not very highly skilled person. That's my main goal, that anybody can run your business. It is so automated that you can rely on even people who have not much skills, right? So that's my next goal.
Yeah, I think that's a really important thing to bring up. Like, I think because I think, people become the most important parts of their business and it's hard to or delegate and it's hard to, trust other people. But I like the other perspective of no, it would be make it so organized that it's easy for anybody.
Right. Exactly.
I love that. Well, thank you. So you've given such good guidance on how to get started in real estate and scale. And it seems like you're just doing such great business. So I really appreciate you being here. How do you tell people how to find you?
You can always find me on my Facebook, Pramod Singh, and then my LinkedIn profile, Pramod Singh, but it's a it's a profile on my W2. I don't have the profile for real estate. But yeah, on Facebook I'm easy to find, and my phone number, my direct number is also there. You can also subscribe to my channel, the Provester Circle on YouTube, and you'll find my contacts and my email.
Incredible. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. And thank you everybody for listening. And we will see you back next time. I hope you learned a lot. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.